In the show, in hour one, we had Emma Michelle on. She's a member of the Young Americans for Liberty, and they have over 150 door-knocking campaigns going on across the country to try to take back some of the state legislators. And one of my friends who's running for the state legislature right here in New York City is Daniel Christmann. He's been with us on Liquid Lunch many, many times. He's was in the race for a little while for New York City Public Advocate. He's got some out-of-the-box ideas, been very critical of, housing projects and how the Democrats prey on the people that live there. Dan, the New York State Democrats hold the majority of the Assembly and the House, the governorship, the Attorney General, the Comptroller, and of course the mayoralty of New York City. It's really one-party rule in here. You must be facing a serious uphill battle trying to get in, not as a Democrat.
Yeah, I think it would be an even bigger battle if I was trying to get in as a Republican or a Libertarian. I'm trying to get in as a new moderate, and it really is extreme where we're going with the Democratic Party in this city. I just wanted to say about Yale. Yale is a great organization, Young Americans for Liberty. And did you say it was 150 legislatures? No. She said they have about 150 people out across the country in different races trying to help and door knock and stuff. Well, I can't wait for that day when they have 150 candidates, because their questionnaire was very intense and very freedom-based. I kind of want to use the government to fix some of the things. We can't even just necessarily tell the Democrats that they're all wrong and they're running basically a socially engineered society. We got to point out how that socially engineered society is not the best way to go. That's really what I'm working on right now.
So are you, did you pass muster with the Young Americans for Liberty? Did you get their backing?
I think I might have sent in my questionnaire a little too late, and maybe some of my theories on housing were a little too complex for them. I'm not sure. Maybe you can find out for me.
All right. Well, maybe I will, because she said, I asked her if we can get a little team here to help me with the Nicole Malliotakis race. And she said that they were more focused on state legislature races, so maybe I can ask her if they have a little last-minute help for you here. But let me ask you this: one of your quotes here that I have is "deeds, not leases." So, Are you in favor of giving everyone in public housing a deed to that house and letting them become homeowners?
I'm in favor of having more of that option available for people that are in public housing. And what I'm in favor for more than anything is just the social conversation. The social conversation right now is how can we secure rent and how can we make the renters market not so bad? Well, my thing is how can we have a conversation of how people can actually get the property that they're living in? And that's really what I want to focus on right now. My mindset has to be how can we take advantage of where we live and how can we own the property we live in, especially when we're facing evictions. Like 4 years, they had Nydia Velasquez, Maritza Davila, and Julia Salazar, and the district leader all outside an apartment complaining that they are evicting somebody after 4 years of not paying rent. 4 years.
Wow.
You got to pay the gas bill.
I used to be a landowner with some rentals, and it was a very, very difficult task here in New York. It almost disincentivizes you to want to be in the rental business, because once the people stop paying, if they have the slightest disability or if they're over 65, the laws are significantly skewed against the landowner, and people can stay there for quite some time. And I met some tenants over the years, Dan, who were professionals at this. Come in with the month's rent, the month's security, pay the first month on time, and the scam all along was they'll never pay again. So it happens.
Yeah, I think when we transfer properties, the question needs to be, how much are we buying this for? And I think if every single piece of property was available for purchase, think about how much cheaper it would be.
Well, I see what you're saying. You would flood the market with supply.
Yeah, and we also have to just eliminate, real estate speculation and making money off of it. It has to be, people buying their property, buying condos.
I can't go with you. I can't go with you on that. I'm a capitalist. I don't want the government telling me that I can't speculate. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I understand, but here's the crux, right? This is where they have, the sword to our throat, defending this current housing model. How can we make this housing model even more laissez-faire and even more available and give people even more agency? How can we do that? And those are the questions that we have to answer, because if we don't start answering those questions, then we're going to have to really look at a socialist and Marxist model, because the people, the majority of the country is leaning in that direction right now, whether we like it or not.
Well, I don't know about that, and I guess we'll find that out on Tuesday. All right, Dan, thank you so much for joining us. You're always a great guest. I continue to root for you, because I love giving people more choices in a race, and sometimes we need out-of-the-box ideas like yours. Dan, thanks, bro.
Yeah, I'm running against Julia Salazar, and she really is a straight-up liar and the worst of the worst, and is in bed with big tech. And we really need to take a stand and end this. All she stands for is legalizing sex work, forced HPV vaccinations, medical tyranny. She even had her dog wears a muzzle. She wants us to have no freedom whatsoever. Getting rid of the religious exemption. We really need to take a stand against this.
Danny went to the dog muzzle.
I mean, come on.
I'm with you. You want to get dog owners on your side? Start tweeting out a picture of a dog with a muzzle on it. That'll get that'll get all the animal lovers on your side in a minute. All right, Dan. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Keep up the good work. Keep pounding the pavement.
I will.
Dan Christmann, candidate for New York State Senate right here in New York, and certainly an out-of-the-box type of fellow. Not your traditional candidate, but neither was Donald Trump 4 years ago. He came down a golden escalator with his third wife. Said, I'm going to build that wall, I'm going to throw out all the rapists and murderers, and voila, he's the president. So don't count out Dan. He's our boy.